What is going on, y'all boys? NBA Tuesday is officially here, and I have my best 5 picks. Real quick, though, I want to kind of recap yesterday's props inside Monday Night Football for the NFL. We ended up going 4 for 5 on props, so we hit at an 80% rate. Another solid day inside the NFL. I spent a lot of time researching these picks for tonight. I think we'll have another amazing day, so make sure to stay tuned until the end. Now, lastly, I'm legit giving away a free sided Justin Herbert jersey to one of my lucky viewers. Literally, all you have to do to enter the giveaway is like and subscribe. After you're done doing those two things, comment done in the comment section, and I will go down there and enter y'all boys into the giveaway. Make sure you're entering before it is too late. This giveaway is absolutely insane. The winner will be announced in about 2 weeks from now, so go do that ASAP. With that out of the way, though, let's get into the first lock of the day. It's going to be Giannis to go over 50.5 PRA tomorrow for the Bucks. As y'all can see right here, he's been absolutely amazing lately. He's hit this line 7 out of the last 10 games he's played in for a 70% clip. Most recently against one of the best defenses in the country, Cleveland. On the 5-game stretch, he's hit this line 4 out of the last 5 for an 80% rate. On the 20-game stretch, 11 out of the last 20, dating back to last season, obviously. Head-to-head last year against New York, he was 0 for 3. 2025 season, 3 for 3 so far. And then last year, as a whole, 40% clip, 29 out of 73 total games for Giannis. So the Bucks and Giannis are facing the Knicks tomorrow. Obviously, they have not had a great start to their season. Obviously, they lost a lot of guys during the offseason. They're not as big as they used to be. I think Giannis will completely dominate this game. Obviously, in his first 3 games, he completely dominated inside the paint. But on top of that, he was sparking it from outside the three-point line. I think he'll absolutely excel again against a pretty hurt and just not very good Knicks team this year. Giannis will have a lot of chances to warrant this number. He's going to play a lot of minutes, and I think he'll absolutely capitalize on that opportunity. As you can see right here, on top of that, Giannis has exceeded this 13 out of the last 15 games against top 10 defenses for 44.2. That is very impressive. I think he'll soar over this number. In terms of books offering this prop, there's actually only going to be one book offering it, and it's going to be Prizepicks at a crazy value, even line, minus 119. So please, y'all boys, go lock this in before it is too late. Let's get into the second lock of the day. It's going to be Jalen to go over 37.5 PRA. As y'all can see from this, he's also been amazing lately. He's hit this line 6 out of the last 10 games he's played in for a 60% clip. On the 5-game, 3 out of the last 5. On the 20, 13 out of the last 20 for a 65% clip. Head-to-head last year against the Bucks, 1 for 2. 2025 season, 2 for 3. And then last year, 39 out of 83 total games for a 47% clip for Jalen. Obviously, as we already talked about, the Knicks lost a lot of guys in the offseason. Jalen Brunson is one of the only true shooters for the Knicks this year. He's absolutely lights out from the three-point range as he's exhibited over the last couple of games to start the season off. Obviously, like I said a couple times, the Knicks has lost a lot of guys, so he's going to get a lot of chances to warrant this number. I think he'll absolutely shine. He's one of the only bright spots on this team. Obviously, they still do have a couple players that'll play good, but Jalen Brunson's at the forefront of that, and he's going to have to step up for the Knicks to win this game. Whether the Knicks win is a question, but I think Jalen Brunson will have an amazing game. I expect him to soar over the 37.5 PRA mark. I think he gets 37 points alone, honestly. I think he'll have an absolutely amazing game. As you can see right here, though, he's averaging 12.2 assists per game. So on top of him shooting the ball so much, he's also finding his teammates open for free buckets. So y'all boys, this is a complete lock. He's finding his teammates. He's shooting the ball lights out. He's getting rebounds. He's definitely going to hit this mark. In terms of value on this prop, there's actually going to be only 2 books offering it for a reason again. So please, y'all boys, before it is too late, go lock this in ASAP. Jalen Brunson to go over 37.5 PRA for the Knicks. The third lock of the day is going to be Colin Sexton over 8.5 2-pointers attempted for the Hornets. This right here is honestly the forefront reason why I love this prop. Trey Mann, one of the best point guards in the league. Actually, not one of the best. He's one of the best young point guards in the league, I should say. He was on the Clippers last year. He did absolutely amazing. Obviously, he's out, so that's going to allow Colin Sexton to warrant more opportunities to hit that 8.5 mark. But as y'all can see right here, Colin Sexton has hit this line 7 out of the last 10 games he's played in for a 70% clip. On the 5-game stretch, 3 out of the last 5. Still very solid. And as y'all can see, when he does go under this, he does not go under by a lot. On the 20-game stretch, 14 out of the last 20, very solid. Head-to-head last year against the Heat, 2 for 2. 2025 season, 1 for 3. And then last year, 36 out of 63 total games for a 57% clip. Obviously, like I just said, Trey Mann, one of the best young players in the league, is out. Colin Sexton is going to get way more minutes. I actually think he might play 30 to 40 minutes this game. Colin Sexton is going to shoot the ball a lot. They're going to need a great game out of him to have a chance to win this one. Obviously, as y'all can see right here, the Heat ranked number 9 in 2 points allowed last year, which is obviously one of the best in the league. However, just like a lot of teams, they lost a lot in the offseason, especially on the defensive side of the ball. They gained some great offensive players, but defensively, they lost a lot. I think Colin Sexton and the Hornets will completely take advantage of that. I think Colin Sexton probably drops 30 to 35 points tomorrow. He's going to have an amazing game with all those players out on his team. On top of that, all the defensive injuries for the Heat. Colin Sexton has exceeded 8.5 2-pointers, 12 out of the last 13 games on the road, averaging shooting 11.32 pointers. That is very impressive. This kid's going to even shine more with all the injuries tomorrow. I think he'll have an amazing game. In terms of value, no surprise. Prizepicks again is going to be the only book offering it. So please, y'all boys, go lock this in ASAP. Real quick though, before we do get into my highest confidence last two locks of the day, Chalkboard has a crazy promotion for all of my viewers, and honestly, I'm not sure why this one's still going on. Chalkboard is legit hooking everybody who watches this video up with 20 bucks for completely free. Not only that though, when you do go down to the pin comment or description and use code GreenCity while signing up for Chalkboard, you're legit getting a 100% deposit match when you deposit money. So if y'all don't know what that means for some reason, if you put 20 bucks in, or if you put 50 bucks in, I should say, you'll get 100 bucks. If you put 20 bucks in, you'll get 40. Y'all get the point. So 100% deposit match plus free 20. That is legitimately insane. Literally, all you have to do to be eligible for this offer is live inside one of these green states, which includes most major states like Florida, Georgia, Texas, Cali, Illinois, etc. So if y'all do live inside one of those green states, go down to the pin comment or description right now. Use code GreenCity while signing up for Chalkboard. You're getting 20 bucks for completely free and a 100% deposit match. That might be the craziest offer yet. Let's get into the fourth stock of the day. Miles Turner under 20.5 points plus rebounds. As y'all can see right here, this prop is an absolute lock if it'll load right here. Under 20.5 points plus rebounds. Turner has gone under this line 9 out of the last 10 games he's played in for a 90% clip. On the 5 game, 5 out of the last 5 he swept. 20 game, that 16 out of the last 20 for an 80. Head to head last year, 6 for 8. 2025 season so far, he's completely swept again. And then last year, 47 out of 95 total games for a 49% rate. Okay, I'm not going to sit up here and lie. Miles Turner is one of the best young players in the league, honestly, and I don't even think it's close either. He's one of the best centers. He had an absolutely outstanding season with the Pacers last year. Obviously, he got traded to the Bucks in the offseason. He plays a much different role on the Bucks did on the Pacers. Obviously, the Bucks appreciate him for what he is. He's a great rebounder. He's a pretty good shooter, but they're not utilizing him enough at all, especially in critical situations into the game, and they're not giving him enough minutes either. Miles Turner's absolutely lights out from three. He's not been shooting threes this year at all. He just really just isn't getting enough minutes to warrant him shooting threes. He's not getting very many rebounds because he's only playing 15 to 20 minutes a game. I really don't know what this Bucks coaching staff is doing, only utilizing Miles Turner like they are right now. I'm not sure if he has an underlying injury they just don't want to disclose, obviously, because they don't want to disclose that to other teams in the league. But he is not playing enough minutes. But when he is on the court, this kid is an absolute beast. That's the only part of this prop that scares me. He is getting rebounds left and right. Obviously, he's shooting the ball very well. He's hitting almost 60% this year from the field. This kid is really good. So when he does play, this line could easily chalk. But honestly, this Bucks coaching staff is just not playing him enough, in my opinion, to warrant him going over this number. So I like to under a lot. He's hit this 9 out of the last 10 games, which is saying something. Obviously, most of those were with the Pacers last year. They were in the finals against one of the best teams, actually the best team in the country. Obviously, OKC won the chip. So I think it's fair to say they were the best team. So obviously he didn't hit this line over that stretch, which makes sense. And then obviously with the Bucks so far, they just have not played him enough. They just have not given him enough minutes to warrant this number. So I like the under a lot. Go lock this in ASAP. As you can see, he's failed to exceed 20.5 points plus rebounds, 7 out of the last 8 versus top 10 defenses. I didn't even talk about that, how good the Knicks defense is this year, despite all their losses in the offseason. So please, y'all boys, go lock this in ASAP. Miles Turner is a great player, but the freaking Bucks coaching staff, I don't know what they're on. So please go lock this in ASAP. It's going to be Prizepicks for minus 119, leading again in terms of value. So I love this prop for tomorrow. Go lock this in. My last lock of the day is going to be Miles Bridges over 14.5 field goals attempted for the Hornets. He's been probably as good as anybody for the Hornets lately. As you can see, he's hit this line 6 out of the last 10 for a 60% clip. Back-to-back games against the Wizards, and then what's that, the 76ers? He went for 16 and 18 back-to-back games. That is very impressive. On the 5 game, 2 for 5. It's not a saw. On the 20, 13 out of the last 20 for a 65% clip. Head-to-head 2 for 3. 2025 season 2 for 3. And then last year, 69% clip, 44 out of 64 total games for Miles. Okay, we already talked about all the underlying injuries for the Hornets. Miles Bridges is going to have to step up. Obviously, Colin Sexton and Miles Bridges are really the only two bright spots this Hornets team has. I don't think I mentioned Miles Bridges when I was talking about Colin Sexton, but Miles Bridges is very good. He takes a lot of shots. Obviously, he's the number 1 player on the Hornets, so it's not even close. Colin Sexton is a second, but it's really not even close. Miles Bridges gets 95% of the shots, more than Colin Sexton this year. He's going to completely warrant this number. Obviously, the Hornets have a bad injury reserve going into this game. They lost a lot of players last game that got hurt. Obviously, the Heat had a really good defense last year, like we already talked about, but this year they're giving up way more three-point attempts. Obviously, Miles Bridges is absolutely sparking it from the three-point range lately. I think he'll absolutely warrant this. Obviously, the Heat are number 17 this year compared to last year. I think they were 6 and 3 points allowed, so that is very impressive. Obviously, not for us, for them. Then number 9 and 2 points allowed, which is obviously still pretty good, but I see that number going down with all the injuries on their side of the ball. I expect Miles Bridges to absolutely warrant an amazing game. He'll completely capitalize on this number. I see no reason he wouldn't. As you can see right here, he's exceeded this 5 out of the last 6 games on the road, averaging 16.3 field goals attempted per game on average. That is very impressive, especially for a young player like him, taking all their shots and capitalizing and being a leader on that young team that there is right now, and obviously that hurt team too. He's really being a leader and stepping up for the Hornets. That is good to see. In terms of value in this prop, there's going to be only 2 books offering it, and again, Prizepicks is at the forefront at -119. So go lock this in ASAP. I cannot tell you how much I love this prop. Real quick though, before we do end the video, I have to tell you all about this crazy offer. Betr is legit hooking everybody who watches this video up with $10 for completely free. But unlike the last offer, you're getting up to $200 deposit bonus when you do make a deposit with Betr. That is legitimately insane. Literally, like the last offer, all you have to do to be eligible for this one is live inside one of these purple states, which includes most major states like Florida, Georgia, Texas, Cali, Illinois, etc. Not only are you getting $10 for completely free though, and a $200 deposit bonus when you do make a deposit with my code GreenCity on Betr, you're also getting a free square for the upcoming NFL week. Dak Prescott to go over 0.5 passing yards. If y'all know anything about football, that's obviously going to hit. He'll have an amazing game next week, I think. Even though they lost this week by a lot, the defense kind of sold him. Dak Prescott, regardless, is going to get 0.5 passing yards. Any quarterback's going to get that unless he gets hurt. But if he does get hurt, this prop's going to get voided regardless. Y'all are safe on that, friend. Go take this ASAP. This offer is legitimately insane. I'm not sure how long it's going to last for either, so go lock this in ASAP. Use code GreenCity on Betr when signing up. I appreciate y'all boys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.